it. Twist it. Pull it. Pull it. Bop it. Pull it. Twist it. Pull it. Bop it. Pull it. Pull it. Bop it. Pull it. Bop it. Pull it. Pull it. Bop it. Bop it. Yow! I remember my first time playing Bop It. Score 17. High score 100. Bop it. Oh, hello. High score 100. Bop it. Oh, too fast for you? Bop it to start. I'm going to sleep.
Good evening, and welcome, friends. It is I, Toybox, America's favorite cartoon witch. Now, before we begin, we're doing something special for this episode of our show. You see, right now, I am appearing live before your very eyes. And so any mistakes, anything that happens, is uncontrollable. Now, let's see here, who all is watching? Why doesn't everyone here type in your computer screens, and say hello? Let's see who's here. And I will say hello to you. This is the power of live. Let's see, we have Fritz. Fritz is here. And Raoul, Mandy, Kit Kat, Heidi, Lorena, and that's it. Is anyone else out there? That shows that there's 16 people. Should we wait? Deborah Hunt is here. That's very exciting. Trish is here from Boston. Deborah's here from Puerto Rico. Nick is here. Hello, Nick. How are you? Ugh. Do we sound okay? Can you see me okay out there? Does everything sound fine and look fine? I look great. You can't see any flaws on me. I look flawless, eh? Kimmy is here. Betsy is here. Trish is here again with Amy. That's nice. Alan is here with Kimmy. That's nice. Good to see you. There's a little bit of a lag on my side, so maybe... Let's go back through. See if I missed anyone. Well, we're losing people. So I guess we should try and build a show out of this live presentation. It's totally exciting and random and happening before your very eyes. Now, how many of you before have seen this show and know what happens? Anyone? Lots of response there. Part of doing the live show is so that I can respond and talk to you. Maybe you need some more convincing that this is live and that I am magical. Well, watch this, friends. Let me see. I'll do a little magic trick for you. Would you like to see a magic trick? Now, you can see me clear. Correct? I will make... before your eyes an invisible army man appear. Now watch. I will use the invisible army man to make my face disappear. Look at that! Wasn't that... Okay, well, let's go to the table view. We can come out of the... Okay, here we are. Now we're getting back into the show. You know how it works. It usually happens right here. I just magically shifted into this place. Magic, yes. Thank you, Amber, for recognizing my magic. Amber is here. That's nice. And 23 people now. Well, that's exciting. Now, for those of you that have watched our show before, know that part of our show revolves around finding out what is in the box. Well, today I do have a box, and here it is. And we're gonna find out what is inside. Are you ready? Here we go. Wow. What is it? Why? My fans will recognize that it is none other than our old friend Frogman come to play. He looks a little blurry. Frogman, say hello to everyone out there in TV land. Oh yeah, it's me, Frogman. You guys know that I like rocking out at rock shows when we go with Toybox and dancing. I don't know if I really cared for that Midsummer movie. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I was just looking for all-American wet summer, and Midsummer was not that. That movie was really did something else to my head. So it's me, Frogman. Hey everyone. Well, let me go back so you can see me. And okay, let me fist pump in the air. Rocking out, Frogman, yeah! Okay, Frogman is here with us tonight. He's going to be our co-host for the evening, so good to see you, Frogman. Glad you can join us. In fact, Frogman is always with us somewhere around the house. He's one of my favorite toys and most faithful companions. He travels with me in the car and everywhere. So take a bow, Frogman. And thank you for being there. Why don't we just put you sitting right over here, and we'll check in with you later. Well, that was my band, the Frogs. They're making a special appearance here tonight because Frogman is here and they're friends. So that was that. Now, thank you. I see a round of applause there in the audience. Now, I know that many of you out there watch our show religiously and are big fans, and sometimes here at the Toybox we get some questions in our inbox, and so tonight we're going to do something special. I have a little bit of hair or something on my nose and it was itching. This is the magic of live television performance here, our new experiment. Now, as I was saying, some of you out there have been watching our show week after week, patiently awaiting every Saturday for what is going to happen. it's always a mystery, and we're always trying to do something new for you. So that is why this week we decided to try and do the entire show live. Yes, Sherry's clapping for that. Clap some more. There's the claps. Yes, thank you. Thank you. So, now, we have been getting a lot of messages into our inbox, and, well, people have been asking, Toybox, I think I would like to send you something, but I have no idea what to send you. What would be the things if I were to send Toybox a box? Well, for this week, we have something very special and magical for you all, because what I am going to attempt to do defies logic. I am going to use my powers of magic. And for this week, the box is going to be my own brain and what's inside. And I'm going to show you now all of the toys that I dream about having. Dreaming about toys in... Ah, yes, magically dreaming about toys that I wish that I had. What would they be, friends? Well, first of all, what I would really like is for this nose thing not to itch. It's really a pain before bedtime. No, my dream toy. Well, first of all, I would really like to have number 1, Tiger Man from Buck Rogers, I believe 1978. Now, why is this toy special? Well, and why is he number 1? I'll tell you. This is probably the earliest toy that I remember that I absolutely loved. Was this guy right here, Tiger Man. It's my first true love as a toy. I loved him so much as a child, and I used to have him at one point. I think my father, he had broken a limb or something, and my father, what's also special about Tiger Man is he used a part from another toy to fix him. And in this moment, I learned something completely magical, that I could make my own toys. Yes, so there's so many fascinating and wonderful reasons why that I want Tiger Man from Buck Rogers, 1978, and I don't have one. Number 2. I'm dreaming of toys here. Number 2 is... What is that? That is the Draconian God. Now, also from Buck Rogers, 1978. I love this toy because he has a very unique sculpt, and he has little pointy shoes, like little pointy feet. And I love that. I've always loved pointy shoes. It's one of my favorite types of shoe, and so that's why I love this guy here, who is here. Over there, ding! The Draconian God, number 2. Number 3, we have this fellow, who I also had as a child, and I absolutely loved this toy. I love the color scheme of it. I love the way he looks. He's just really weird and gnarly. He's called Beast Man. And he is from Flash Gordon. Now, I don't remember them appearing in the movie, but they do have something to do with the pulp stories and comic books and things like that. So yes, this Beast Man, this blue Beast Man, he is number 3 here while I lay down in my realistic-looking bed and dream about toys that I love. Number 4, of course, could only be Baron Harkonnen. Now, here in Toyland, I will tell you, you may see a little Easter egg. The other Harkonnens are here. Keep a lookout throughout the show. Maybe they'll appear. I have them. The Beast Reborn. Fade, the weirdo with the metal diaper. They're here. But the Baron has always been absent. I've never had this toy my entire life. And I always wanted it because to me, he is the most absolutely disgusting villain I've ever seen on a film. I mean, he's just so gross that... in comments here, tell me if you know of any villains that are grosser than Baron Harkonnen. There's a little challenge right now in the chat. Throughout the program here, I might throw out little challenges for you to prove that we're live and that I care about your answers and what you have to say. So, yes, if you know something grosser than the Baron Harkonnen, let me know now. Not too many people are answering that one because he is the grossest. Now, number 5. I love number 5. Hold on. To bring my cough syrup tonight to the program, and I think the weather change is having a little bit of a effect on me now. Number 5, here we have Dr. Bad Vibes. Now, why do I love Dr. Bad Vibes? Well, I'll tell you, because Dr. Bad Vibes is a mad scientist who builds demented toys to fight the cops. Yes, so a mad scientist who builds killer toys to fight the cops. What a charming fellow he is, especially in this day and age. Dr. Bad Vibes. Okay, moving right along. Now, this next set is a group of toys that I absolutely have loved since my childhood. Are some of the most endearing characters of all time to me. That I love mostly for their aesthetic is Zartan and the Dreadnoks. Now, they are a bunch of rowdy roustabouts who drink grape soda and get really raunchy and punch each other in the face and have chain whips and bizarre instruments to cut things up and destroy property, spray paint their stupid name on a wall, all sorts of fun things. Is here, Zartan and the Dreadnoks. I used to have them as a child. I do not have any of them now, and I absolutely love them. I love their aesthetic. I love their clothes and their weapons and their look and their style. They also have really cool vehicles that they can drive around in or fly around in. Here's another one. He's got an eye patch and a cool little... I don't even know what one of those things are. It's like a hovercraft arrow thing. I don't know, but who doesn't want one of those? I want one of those for when I'm skimming the swamp looking for the bog hag because she owes me money. You remember that, don't you? Because I do, and she still hasn't paid me. Anyway, yes... So the Dreadnoks here, now Zartan and the Dreadnoks, there's a whole bunch of them. His family has grown over the years. There's his brother and sister and motorcycle maniacs and punk rock weirdos. So yes, the Zartan and the Dreadnoks are awesome toys that I do wish that I had. Now, I will also tell you that I also am quite enamored with the Dreadnok knockoffs. These also exist. So there are, we'll call them Dreadnought cousins that are knockoffs made by Leonard and other companies. They're Dreadnoughts. I'm pretty sure they just haven't maybe signed the roster or joined or whatever. But they're also super cool. You can see their aesthetic here. They have mohawks and cool eye makeup and helmets and, leather biker bar type outfits. I mean, look at those shorts. Who doesn't want to be friends with this guy? I know I do. He looks serious. Now, friends, I still have this thing on my face. Why do I like Zartan and the Dreadnoughts? Well, I'm going to tell you. Because they are themselves a knockoff of an aesthetic that I love. It's that 1980s post-apocalyptic movie style, made popular by these fellows, the Road Warriors. Who remembers the Road Warriors? Yes! So I'm always on the lookout to have my own Road Warriors. I never had them either. I think these are actually the Legion of Doom. Here's the real Road Warriors, yes. So I do need the Road Warriors as well to go with the Dreadnoughts. Also, what I love is any derivative sort of form of those Mad Max post-apocalyptic toys, which brings us to these fellows, which I have always wanted my entire life. The Steel Monsters, made from Tonka. Look at that guy, Metal Face! Metal Face! Yes! Metal Face! I need a Metal Face in his really cool car. If you ever see a Metal Face, snatch that up right away, put it in a box and send it to me, because I need that. So we have Metal Face and the Steel Monsters. Look at those Steel Monsters. Look at all the fascinating and interesting figures that they have. With their mohawks and their cool outfits and their shades. I love the aesthetic of any sort of post-apocalyptic weirdo or roustabout. They're just, to me, magnificent. Now, what about if we go even further and imagine these sorts of weird post-apocalyptic pirates and roustabouts, but in the future? In a science fiction landscape, could something like this even exist? Well, friends, let me tell you, it does. Look at this. The Tatooine skiff, full of space pirates, ready to walk the plank. Now, can you imagine how cool this toy would be? Full of Dreadnoughts and Road Warriors, as well as space pirates. See some space pirates up there. Can we get a close-up of that one? There they are. Look at them. They're magnificent. With their rubber faces and their weird hairdos and their spiky spears ready to make you walk the plank. Any of these fellows, my friends, if you ever find them in a Goodwill bin or at your local antique store and it's $1 or $2 at the garage sale, snatch them up, put them in a box, send them right off to me, because we always want those. You know, really anyone that you could imagine that would hang out there in Mos Eisley Cantina. Any rubber-faced pirate or roustabout or criminal mastermind that would hang out here in Mos Eisley Cantina, we want them here. in Toyland as part of our permanent collection. Also, it's always been a dream of mine to have the ultimate level of all of this, and that are these 6 fellows right here. I mean, look at them. What a motley crew. I think they invented the term motley crew. Now, I may have 1 or 2 of them around somewhere hidden, but having them all on display somewhere on a little shelf in my house has been a dream of mine pretty much my entire life. So if you have any of these guys, even if they're not in perfect condition and you have a double or an extra or something and you want to send them off to me, please feel free. They're some of my old-time favorites. So there's those. Now, where were we? Let me check my notes. I made notes tonight. This is the first time for our show that I've made any notes, because we're talking about all of my dream toys. Did anyone check in here on the... Yes, of course we want Yoda. We want a Yoda. And 3 3/4 scale is special, yes. We see that in the... I want my own Max Headroom speaker of boxes. That's me, Brian. Thank you. I'm a bit mad myself, says Zen. Just checking in. I wish I had a steel monster vehicle. Fritz, metal face, Tony. Really? Metal face, right? He is extra special cool. Okay. Best tag team ever. Talking about the Road Warriors. Yes, Mad Max, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Here we go. We're just going to keep on moving. Please feel free to continually check in. It's going to be hard to go all the way through these comments, so say hi, make comments. I'll try and look at them. Now, our show may be a little bit longer than usual because we are live, and I'm talking to you, and I'm enjoying this time. I feel such a immediate connection here in my bed, where I'm comfortably resting, a little restless right now, but I have my Cabbage Patch pillows and my Transformer blanket. Now, what other toys would be my dream toys? Well, let's move on here. I would say I also really enjoy these, which come from the Hamburger Clown. Yes, the Hamburger Clown. Does everyone know the Hamburger Clown? Let's see a close-up of that. He's a little blurry. He's a ghost clown. There he is. Hamburger Clown and all of his gang of little weirdo friends. There's this one and this one and the fat purple guy, and look, there's these things. What are these things? These are supposed to represent food items. Look at that. This is a food item that you could eat, this little fellow, when you go to the Hamburger Clown's restaurant. Look at that. Happy. We're so happy here in Hamburger Clown Land. Yes. So, friends, let me just say that any sort of memorabilia featuring the Hamburger Clown I really enjoy. And, the irony is I don't even like their restaurant. I don't go there. I don't give them my money for their food. I don't eat it. And in fact, I haven't eaten it in probably 20 years or more. But I do love their toys. I do love their toys. Look, they're all right here on this little plate. Let's go back to the close-up and see that little plate of Hamburger Clown's friends on his toy plate. Yes. So anything featuring the Hamburger Clown or his bizarro friends here, they're all in the background. I do love those. I just love the way that they look. I don't know what it is. And to me, he's a very interesting clown. He works for a corporation. And so, yeah, you can see Over here, there's some of these guys. That's what these are. That's the McNugget professor, I guess. I don't know. He's Professor McNuggets. Moving right along. What other type of toys do I really like? What are my dream toys? Well, I love monsters. Now, I love all sorts of monsters. Here, let's have a close-up here. Now, I love your old classic monsters like the Mummy Man, or, let's see, who else do we have here? How about Dracula? Yes, I love Draculas. Those are cool. Let's see. I always love how Dracula can do that. He can just stand straight up from his little coffin bed. That's where Dracula sleep. And I love, the classic sort of movie maniac slashers, of course. Those are fun. But my favorite type of monsters lately are what we call kaiju. Now, kaiju are from a specific type of Japanese tokusatsu entertainment, which is a live-action entertainment that includes special effects and puppetry and giant monsters. And some of them are the most fantastic and bizarre creatures you've ever seen. And that's why I love them. These sorts of vinyl toys all around me, they have fantastic colors and shapes, and they just look so weird. And I also really love, really love any of the kaijus here. Let's see if we can do this here. It's coming in. Using the beta capsule, Hayata transforms into Ultraman! Yes, Ultraman and any of his bad guy monster kaijus. I love them. They're always super fun. You have all sorts of weirdo Ultraman kaiju, so I love those. Look at how strange and unique they are, right? This one is a Baltan. He can, multiply himself. So there's some really nice kaijus. I have to give a special mention out to any kaiju that also fight the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Those are always really fun. Look at this guy. He's made out of eyeballs, and he has little eyeball breasts that come out and just sag like that. He's got a very unique action, right? So those sorts of Ultraman kaiju are very fun, and I like them. And there's no limit, really, to the types of monsters that I enjoy. So don't ever think that. Another monster that I really like here, let's go to the close-up, is this fellow here. He is called Modulok here, and he is interchangeable. You can take out his parts, and you can snap him together and make him into different things. Modulok, if you ever find any pieces to Modulok, or you have some lying around at home and you just want to get rid of them, I'll take any pieces to Modulok that you have. I love this toy. I love to play with it. I love to build weird monsters with him. So pieces for Modulok are always welcome here in Toyland. I also love these, and you might find these around. They're little tiny pink creatures here that... Can you see those there? They're very small. Yeah, let's zoom in. These little Keshi figures are called Muscle Men. You can find them sometimes in your Goodwill or your vintage toy store, whatever. Super 7 is also making new ones of different characters like He-Man or WWF Superstars, things like that. So these are really cool. If you ever want to send me any of those sort of muscle men, I like that. But really, friends, any monster will do. I mean, look at this thing. I love this thing, and I don't even know what it is. It's like this thing here, look at this. It's like some sort of dragon chariot with the Beetlejuice Cyclops snake for a head, and other toys can ride on this ship into space. Wasn't that beautiful? Well, moving right along, I should also say, friends, that these are just guidelines. I'm just sharing with you some things that I love. You have no obligation to send me anything, but if you do ever find these things in your Goodwill bin or at your Salvation Army or at a garage sale or yard sale or something, and you think of me and you remember that you saw it on my program, then there you go. But what I also love, I have to tell you, is that I really love things that come from you. Part of the big focus of our program here is to help promote what you are doing as artists, as toy makers and puppeteers, designers, doll artists, whatever. If you make toys or dolls or some sort of artwork that you want to share on our show and send it as a surprise to me, well, that is very special indeed. And I have to say that I do love the designer toys. Now, I brought a couple examples of cool designer toys here that are also kaiju monsters. Here, look at this guy. He's really cool. He's got some great... So this is an independent toy that I bought from the artist who made it himself. And what's really fun about this guy, here, look at that, is that you can turn his head around and he becomes a different monster. Isn't that fun? Look at, and he's the same color as the Muscle Man, so he can be like a super Muscle Man. Look, he can pick them up in his hand and throw them around or maybe eat them. So that's a fun designer toy. Here's another designer toy that I have. This one here, Ooh, it's glow in the dark, so it's hard to see. But this is a toy here, a demon monster from our friend Maggitarius. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So if you're a designer toy artist and you would like to have your toys featured on our show, like our friend Maggitarius here, please let us know, and you can send us something, and it doesn't have to be a lot. It could just be one or two things, So, now, moving right along, as we talk about designer toys, I should also let you know that we can change. Let's just remove the edifice. Remove it all. Watch this. I'll make this Army Man magically appear. Magic. Yes, now, while we're here, removing all of the edifice, let's show some of our own toys, some of the things that we make. We have some new ragamuffins that are coming into the shop, so I wanted to take an opportunity to show some of them to you. All of these will be available soon in our store. Look at this one. We had to turn off the effects because, as you can see, some of them have green on them. So this might be one that Heidi likes because it has a little rainbow body. I know Heidi likes the rainbow stuff. Here's this one here. Look at how cute that one. He has got a very cute hair there. Let's see. We have a whole bunch. We have 26 new ones coming into the store. So here we go. Let's have a little dance with that guy. I love this one. He's got lots of pieces that are all Frankensteined together on his face. And all of these are hand-sewn by me. So they take me a very long time. As you can see, I had to sew all of these different colors together to make this very bizarre shape. So there's that one. There's all sorts of very colorful new ragamuffins in this batch. Here's this one here. Look at him. It's really cute. Got some big bug eyes. There's this one here. I'm not going to show you them all to you, but just a few. just look at some of our new ragamuffins there. That will be, this one's a star. See, it says right there, he's a star. So, so you know, of course, all of these are extra. These here are extra special because I played with them on the show. So then you can show your friends someday when you buy them. Like, look, I have that one. Look at how cute this little one is. I love this little one here. This is the little one. He's just dancing around. That's what we call content there, Nick. Are you still there, Nick? We have a little content for you. Okay, now, another toy that is one of our toys that I want to tell you about is we do a thing. So, before we were trapped inside for the last 6 months, we used to have a monthly meeting where we would make monsters at our local SLY GROG, which is a arcade bar and toy place, toy heaven. We'll call it a toy heaven. And one of my home venues, they're having a fundraiser. Maybe we can help them. Can we show that? Let me see if this will... There it is. It's a GoFundMe, Save the SLY GROG. You can see that they're getting money, so that's good. But if you can, any little bit helps, and we want to help them because they have helped me for years in my career. It's one of the places that I would host events and festivals. We had the puppetry festival there, part of it. We had my toy festival there, and we do our monthly monster maker there. So it is a very important and special place to me. Now, let me show you this. So what we do, if you remember last episode, my niece and nephew had sent me a 3-part little monster, and we sell these magnet sets here. You can see there they are on. You can buy them, yes. Okay, I wanted to show them before that happened, but you know we're live, so it's fine. But anyway, they're 3-piece. You get 15 per set. There you go, and you can see how you can put them together, and they're magnetic, so you can play with them on your fridge, and then you can switch up the pieces. And these are made by local people here in Asheville. Both children and adults would come together once a month for a year and a half, and we made these toys. Well, we made the artwork for these toys. So yes, let's change up some things here. Let's put a different head and some different legs, so you can see we have different, and then we have a different, let's see, here's a, oh look, we're going full circle with this one. There's a hamburger head, and let's see, we got this, here's a body here, and I don't know, is there legs we didn't see yet? How about these? I don't know. But anyway, there's 2 different sets available. Each one has 15. Each one has 15 magnets in it. You can find that in my shop for $20. Now, there it is again. Let's look at that. There they are. You get 15 magnets per set. They're made by local artists, including children and grown-ups. If your artwork is included in the set, then you get one for free. That's part of the deal. And why we're trying to sell them is obviously because we're trying to make a living. But also we want to print a Series 3 of the magnet set. So we need to make some money so that we can purchase the magnets, so that we can sell the magnets and make you happy. Just before the COVID happened, we had them all selected, and we were ready to have a big debut party and print the magnets, and then that whole plan just sort of dissolved into nothing and became complicated. We don't need the green screen anymore. I think we can go back to our regular layer. There we are, we're back at home. Anyway, so we would like to print those magnet sets. We'd like to make some new ones. And we're hoping to develop a way so that we can do the monthly Monster Maker here, live, interactive with you. Yes, that's what I'm saying. This could actually happen. We could make it online, and we could play with you, with all of you watching. So within the last 6 months, many of you know, that my fans watching, that I before was a live performer, primarily doing live events in person, festivals and comedy shows, circus, sideshow, all sorts of things like that. However, now we're stuck at home and we're making a television show. And so for several months we've been developing ideas for new programs to bring you, to make your life better. And so we're going to be doing an online version of the Monster Maker. We've developed a format using magic and science to make it happen. So keep a lookout for that. We're also going to be bringing you the Wham Bam Puppet Slam, which has been on hiatus for several months. Many of you remember the show. It was a variety puppet show with short-form puppetry for grown-ups. Perhaps, I think it PG-13, usually our Puppet Slam is, but it is intended for mature audiences. And so we're working on ways to develop that and bring that to you live. Right here on your social media platform. Let's see, did I say everything that I wanted to say? I skipped the robots. That's okay. Well, I forgot to talk about robots. I had a whole portion of my show dedicated to robots. And how much I love robots. So robots are a big thing here. Can we just see Wrong. That's the kaijus. There they are. There's some robots here. All right. Well, we'll just pretend we do have a little case of robots. I brought some of my favorite robots. I'll just show you a couple. Look at these guys. Love these big, colorful, clunky things. So, yeah, those are cool. If you have any of those around, you want to send them. I brought this one. This one is from my friend Fritz. He gave me this as a present. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Fritz, if you're here, if you're still watching, Fritz is an amazing toy artist himself. He has a company called Throwaway Toys. Put that link up in the comments there. Throwaway Toys. We can put in the comments. Who else is watching here? Zen. Zen is watching. We have a package from Zen that we're waiting to open. Jack is here, and that means also that Godric is here. Let's change back into... There we go. If you haven't been watching, our friend Godric has a new show too, and I would say go and watch that. There he is. And you know, Toybox really loves Godric. He's one of our bestest friends. So go and watch Godric's Action News. He has an action news program, and it's really great. There you go. Go and see that. I saw Heidi in the comments there. Thank you for joining us, Heidi. Heidi is a great puppeteer and artist. She has her own companies. She makes all sorts of fun little things. Look at these. Let's have a close-up on that one. It's hard to orient yourself. There we go. Some little buttons of Toybox that she made. They're very cute. So thank you, Heidi, for that. If you're wondering what other kinds of toys to send, you can always send these. I never have enough flying monkeys in my monkey army. So, I always need more flying monkeys. So if you find flying monkeys, we need some of those. Friends, I will say what not to send. Don't send any of these. I feel like these have completely gone out of fashion, and no one's interested in them anymore. They're just, kids make fun of you if you play with this now. So no need to send that. We don't need it. But what you can send are all sorts of post-apocalyptic punk rock weirdos, space pirates, giant monsters and robots, so that I can build my own army of toys right here and convert all of these evildoers to my ways. Because lately I really don't trust anyone, and I think that I need my own army here to protect me in Toyland, because I don't know what is going to happen in the world, and it would be nice to have my own army, so that's why I need all of those toys. If you were wondering, why does he need all of that stuff? Well, there you go. Now, what else do we have to tell you here? That's about all that we have to say. I will also share with you that we have some new programs that we're developing that we're going to be bringing to you. We have some very special new episodes of What's in the Box developing with some incredible special guests that you will not believe. We're working on a Wham Bam Puppet Slam and a Monster Maker that you can do interactive. And I have to tell you about something else very special. We're doing something incredibly special just for you, friends. We are going to have a raffle of this. Now, if you can see what that is, this is a Toybox action figure mint on card. Let's have a close-up of that one. We're going to be selling raffle tickets for $5 in our store of this exact action figure here in my hands on this program. Here he is, mint on card. Here's the back of the card. It has a little story that you can read, and my file card with my statistics there, so you can have all of that for your very own. We're selling raffle tickets for $5. You can buy as little or as many as you want, but we are selling those for $5. That should be in our store now. You can go there and start donating $5 and put your name in to get one of these. This is actually the very last one. This is the last one of these Toybox figures that we have in the house. These are manufactured here. They are not made by a company. There you can see them from the side. Isn't that cool? That's pretty neat. I like that. Look, here's from the other side. As rough as in the way of his face a little bit. But yeah, there we go. There he is from that side. So this is the very last one that we have. It could be yours for only $5. Hopefully more people send in than one. But raffle tickets are $5 for that. We're going to be promoting that raffle all month long. And we're going to tell you who the winner is on Halloween. I think that's, we're trying to make your life better here in Toyland and, do something fun for you. So we'll be promoting what time of day and who the winner is on Halloween there of the figure for only $5. And it is the very last one until we make more. And that also includes, I'm going to have to make a brand new mold because the mold is no longer good for this. So I've crafted this whole thing along with my Munchkin helpers to create this. I do have an army of Munchkins and Oompa Loompas that help me build things sometimes when I need it. Not always. I do a lot too. Now, let's hear a round of applause for my staff. For the staff. And the staff is also part of that raffle money will go to the staff so that we can pay them for making this show, for example, and working behind the scenes so diligently so that we can bring this to you week after week. However, sadly, I must inform you that due to various situations beyond our control, we will be taking a short break now from What's in the Box for a couple weeks. We'll be doing some other projects. We'll be working on new shows and toys to bring you and developing new programs to come out and show you all. So we're going to take a little bit of a break now for a few weeks so that we can prepare for the second half of Season 1. We have a great Season 1 finale planned with a very special guest. It's going to be a longer episode like this one, so look forward to that. And now while we are live, friends, this is a rare opportunity. If anyone is interested in checking in and asking me any questions, go ahead and fire those off right now, and I'll look here in the comments for your questions. Anybody out there watching can ask me anything that they like right now. Raffle button is not working. Okay, that's good to know. Good conversation starter there. We will fix that as soon as we can. Anyone else have anything else that they would like to share or ask Toybox while I'm here? Since we are live. This is a live show this evening. Nothing. Nothing at all, huh? Betsy says, praise. Looking around. Zen is just clapping. How long did it take you to make the Toybox figure? Not very long. I would say about 3 days. And then we made a run of 50 of the figure. So that is the last one of 50. So they're all gone. They're out there somewhere in the world. And it took a few weeks to make it. Where's Wen? She's upstairs. We're in the lower basement. If you watch the opening of our show and you see where the castle is, and you know that I start down here in the bottom where all the toys are in the toy cavern, then I go all the way up the stairs and around and up, and she's kind of where the front door is right now, keeping guard. She's protecting our house from, we live out in the country and there's some interesting people with signs in their yard pretty close to us. So, she's keeping us safe upstairs while we're down here. What is my favorite toy? Fritz, why would you even ask that question? One of these days when you're on a panel sometime and I'm going to act like a starstruck fan and I'm going to ask you what your favorite toy is. You know how it is with toy people. Your favorite toy changes week after week, day after day, minute or minute. But I will say that some of my all-time favorite toys were listed tonight in my little dream sequence, so there's that. Mark wants to know if I could be any... I think Mark was just being nice and trying to engage with the question because no one else was asking them. But if you don't know, Mark is here. He's in a very famous rock and roll group called Negative Land. You can't see, but around me is all of their merchandise. We sell it here from Toyland. You should buy their new record. It's coming out soon. And there still are, yes, we still have some of these here. Whoop, it's upside down. That's fine. That's what it'll sound like anyway. It'll sound like it's upside down when you listen to it. It's a fantastic and bizarre sound collage by Negative Land, which has some interesting social commentary and real-life events and go to their website. They have some very fun things that they're doing there. They have a video that messes up your whole computer. It'll just mess you up. Where's my, here it is. There you go. I have to turn that off. Go back to the table, I think. Well, I didn't know that could happen. You know, I have all of these fun things that I could have done the whole... Look at that. I should have been doing that the whole time, but I forgot. Are there any other questions? How long have I been in this world? Probably eternally. I think that my spirit never dies. It's something that is part of each and every one of us, and part of the way that the world has to exist to make it a better place. So that's a very philosophical question, and I'm glad you answered that. What's the question? What kaiju would I want most? You know, that's so interesting, because there's so many designer and bizarre art kaijus that are out there nowadays that I'm not even sure of all the ones that exist. There's so many different kaiju that I don't think I could answer. I think anyone that has a nice color and is a weird aesthetic. Of course, I love Garamon. Everyone loves Garamon, right? He's the sweetheart of Ultraman, and I've always wanted one of those for many years. But really, any sort of kaiju that looks completely strange and weird and has good colors and weird appendages in places that they shouldn't be. Any more questions? We have... What's the average rental rate in Toyland? I need a new place. Well, we pay in toys here. We pay by the pound. We just sort of shuffle them into the toy furnace, and that's what heats the whole land. And because of our tribute to the toy furnace, they let us stay and don't kick us out. So, I don't know. How much toys do you have? You can make new toys and put them in there as a offering. The Toy Kano also will help there. Love the damn frog. Well, that was Nick. Where in the country is the castle located? We are in Asheville, North Carolina. Did I apprentice under another witch? I have apprenticed under many magical people in my time. Probably. Do we have any other questions? Well, if that's all of our questions, we've had a 1-hour program with you tonight. This is the longest show that we've ever done. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for future episodes. We have lots and lots in store. Don't forget about our $5 raffle. That will be going up soon. You can win this here Toybox figure, the very last one that exists until we make some new ones. And that is made right here in Toyland by me, and you could win that. And with that said, my friends, until I see you next time, thank you. Don't forget to shop and donate in my store, and we will see you very soon. Good night. See some of my new ragamuffins. There are over 100 to choose from, along with t-shirts, stickers, magnets, and other handmade toys in my shop now. Or, if you like, you can just donate directly to me. Thank you.